What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Of course, I'm your host, Brandon Blakeney, aka Brandon Lee TV. Y'all know the vibes. Back at it again with another banger, my friends. Kick back, relax, and come take a ride with me.
You are now locked into the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Here is your host, Brandon Blakeney.
With her WNBA future in uncertainty right now, Chennedy Carter playing for that max contract over in China. She's been putting in work, did her big one today and had a 50 ball. Now, we mentioned the WNBA future is uncertain. We definitely expect her to be in the league. A lot of teams could use 17 points per game. A lot of players are hitting the free agency market. Some teams are expected to lose some major contributors. A lot of title contenders could be looking for a replacement for a star player or just to elevate their roster and, provide some more scoring punch, man, for the offense in the backcourt. I tell y'all what, though, Chennedy Carter has been in China getting busy. Had 50 points today, over 50% shooting the rock. Like, just going crazy, having her way out there, getting to the midi, picking her spots off the dribble, burst in the first step. Nobody over there can guard her. Nobody over there can guard her. But when you talk about change of pace, stop on a dime, mid-range assassin, walking bucket, Chennedy Carter is the answer, man. And it's interesting. Obviously, she won't be returning to the Chicago Sky. She possibly, literally speaking, she could, rule-wise, but it seems like they've made it evident that they are ready to move on and that she will not be returning there. And she has had a rep for being a bit toxic in the locker room in certain organizations. She's jumped around the league a little bit, but she's definitely super talented. One of the best, most explosive scorers, one of the best ISO players in the entire league. Is Kelsey Plum going away from the Aces? Could they be looking to retool? You got to look at the Seattle Storm. Would they be willing to, depending on what's going on with Jewel Lloyd, if they're unable to bring her back? Chennedy Carter, a great replacement for her from a production standpoint, from a play style standpoint. She's definitely upping her stock right now in China. The 50 ball definitely helps. Teams are taking notice for sure. Wanting to get her that contract, wanting to get her paid, wanting her to bring her into the organization. And she wants to win, obviously. And she's a player that would definitely get some teams that may be struggling to get over the hump into the hump. You got the Golden State Valkyries. Do they want to build their franchise around one of the top scoring guards in the entire league? You get a fifth pick in the draft, get somebody good. They got a roster full of international talent. Chennedy Carter could definitely help this team hit the ground running and have them more competitive than not without her. So I know that she's already had a stint with the Los Angeles Sparks, but, man, the way the Sparks are constructed now, think about a backcourt potentially with Olivia Miles at the 1, Chennedy Carter at the 2, Rakia at the 3, Cameron Brink or Dearica Hamby at the 4, Cameron Brink at the 5, or vice versa, however you want to play it. That lineup, super athletic, super skilled, very versatile, lots of length, lots of buckets as well on the perimeter, man. I bring them up because Rakia Jackson has absolutely been killing in Unrivaled. Just had a 24-piece, her highest scoring total of the season. Her offense is really coming along, 3-level scorer, and Chennedy Carter actually shouted her out. Nothing to say about Angel Reese, but shouted her out on X, talking about Rakia Jackson and how she's just a walking bucket. So Chennedy first said, Rakia low-key be cooking, LOL 3 levels. Just highlighting Rakia Jackson's all-around scoring ability and the noticeable shift in her confidence. And she says that's what happens when you get buckets. Now, people have said Angel Reese is the reason why Chennedy Carter is no longer a part of the Chicago Sky. And some people also feel like it's very unfair how she's been painted as the villain and a locker room cancer. But, multiple people have said that. Angel Reese hasn't come out and said anything, but there has been people speculating about a rift there for quite some time. But they also said the same thing about Marina Mabrey, and they've been cool through Unrivaled. Angel told her that she was getting thick. But yeah, Chennedy Carter, man, it'll be interesting to see where she lands, but she is absolutely focused on ball. So salute to her, one of the best players, one of the most talented players in the W, killing it overseas, having her way in China, and I'm excited to see where her next step is. Y'all let me know how y'all feel. I would say, man, her talking about Rakia Jackson, if she were to go back to the Sparks, that starting five, and then you got Ari McDonald, you got Odyssey Sims, among others, Lexi Brown, Kia Nurse, like this group could definitely do some damage and be a contender like overnight with a player like Chennedy Carter, a number one option that can get you a bucket when the play breaks down, when the shot clock is late in the clock and its time is ticking away. You need someone to close the game out or just get the offense going. You need a veteran to help shape the culture, establish a culture, or revive a culture in the Sparks situation and lead that young group. You know, Chennedy Carter could be a player that they could maybe be willing to reunite with. Her and Rakia obviously have that connection, that Mississippi State connection, or that SEC connection, I should say. So y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments. That is a wrap for us. For all the latest and the greatest, join our memberships, subscribe, comment, like, share. You know, I keep y'all updated with all the content. Y'all know what to do. And also follow us on social media at Brandon Lee TV as well. That is a wrap for us. Until next time, we out.